Crafting a visual identity can be done within 9 steps, and in this video we'll be going through my 9-step process to design a visual identity for a business called Loose, which sells furniture and interior design decor, and they have brand values of efficiency, quality, elegance and service. They target homeowners who are looking to make their houses feel like home. Now, based on this particular brief for the business, their existing logo and identity did not really match it perfectly, because the business itself, like when you get into the building, there's a different vibe, but when you look at their identity and how they choose to present themselves with their logo and their presence, it is not really matching the exact vibe which the business is really going for. So we'll do a redesign for it. So step 2 now will be to mind map the keywords. Now this mind mapping session is where we'll write down all of the keywords or the physical elements which we can easily identify to look, and they really match the brand's values. So we can have words like chair, table, lamp, bulb, sofa, chandelier, plants, frame, shelf and all. Now these words, we will combine them to be able to sketch down logo mark ideas. So we'll sketch for step 3. We'll combine the various word marks, and as you can see highlighted here, we'll choose to go with the element of a chandelier. And as a furniture store, whenever you search for the references online, you notice that there's a particular trend for logos for this kind of business. Yes, the logos are always chairs. So for the business to stand out, they cannot keep using the same chair logo, because every other business in the industry has a similar logo. So we want to do something which is different and will make the brand to stand out more. So we'll go with the idea of a chandelier. Now this chandelier is something which represents light, quality and elegance, which is what the brand is going for, and it also addresses the brand's product, which are furniture. So step 4 will have us refining down this chandelier logo, and we can now move on to step 5. So step 5 will have us choosing our typography for the business. So we'll go for an elegant type of font. This is something which will really match the vibe of the chandelier and the lines which we use within the logo mark. We will now match this particular typography with a simpler one, which can now be used for the text, body text and explanatory copy. Step 6 will now have us designing our logo suite. Now our logo suite will combine the typography, the word mark logo and the logo mark. This will have us designing multiple variations of the logo, because one logo is simply not enough. You need to have variations for your logo so that can use on different placements. For example, you can use your logo mark as a website favicon, you can use your logo mark as a social media profile, you can use your submark logo now for things like badges and watermark. You can use your primary, secondary logo or logos which have your wordmark within it. You can use that for your website, for packaging and for other placements which have enough space that the logo can really fit in. Step 7 will have us identify the color palette for the business. Since this business already has some existing colors of blue, we want to now curate a color palette which doesn't go too far away from that, but it really brings out the mature vibe, the elegant vibe, the vibe of quality which the brand is trying to portray. So step 8 will have us designing patterns or illustrations. So while designing the logo mark, the word mark and the logo suite, there's one particular element which is in all of the logos and everything. Now this element of a star or a sparkle is meant to represent quality, to show the elegance of the brand. And step 9, et voila, we can now combine everything from the logo suite to the typography to the color palette and the illustrations to have our complete visual identity, which can be used now on websites, on social media, on packaging, on prints and on stationery. So if you have enjoyed this video and you would like to see more videos like this, just like the video and subscribe so you can keep getting more of such content. Et voila.